Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chylia. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad to have you guys here for this video. Clearly I'm looking a little bit weird. I just got the eyes done and the brows done, obviously. But today that's because the focus of this video is going to be on the highly anticipated brand new Fenty Beauty concealer and the powders that were released Friday. So 2 days ago when this video's going up. And so yeah, so I wanted to just really focus on that, so I went ahead and did everything else off camera since it wasn't really super important for the video. So before we go ahead and jump right into this, I am going to ask you guys to don't forget to subscribe to, I'm going to ask you guys to subscribe down at the bottom. Click that red button so you guys can join the family here. Also click the bell so you guys get notified as soon as I post something new, as I don't want you guys to miss a single beat. And then at the end of the video, not only if you enjoyed it, but maybe even if you didn't, let me know how you guys feel about the concealers and the powders. And if you're brand new to any Fenty Beauty anything, just let me know how you guys are feeling about it, what you guys are thinking about it, and yeah, just what you thought of this video overall. So without further ado, let's go ahead. I'm gonna stop yapping and jump into this video. Alright, so like I said in the intro a second ago, focus on today's video is going to be all about the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what we're going to be doing here, what I've got down here. So I went ahead and I got a concealer, and then I also got a powder. I have the foundation, same thing goes for like the primer and some of the highlighters and stuff. So we're going to be going ahead and tying it all in together into the video and just kind of see how everything works together. I figured it would be only fair of me to give the concealer and the powder its best shot by using it with the products that it's designed to work with. Although I'm not gonna lie, I really did want to put it on top of one of my favorite foundations just to see how everything would work. But I figured, like, just for this, I'm gonna show you guys how it all works together. So one thing that I was a little bit confused about when I went to the store and bought this was that everywhere that I was reading said that every foundation number had a matching concealer number. And obviously I know that not everyone uses concealer for highlighting. There's tons of uses for concealers these days, so I had to kind of like dig for a highlighting shade because I love a bright under eye. That's like, I'm all about that, you know, that's what I'm here for. So I had to hunt a little bit, and the same thing went for the powder. So the powders come in an array of colors. I think there's 5, maybe 6, but I don't quote me on that. I'll tell the truth right here, I'm not positive. And the same thing goes, so like you could get a face powder, a setting powder that's the exact, well not exact, but like super close to your foundation shade and concealer shade, or you could get one for brightening. So I of course got one for brightening because that is what I like. And so you could easily go, if you want like a more natural look, you could get a powder that closer matches your shade, or you could get one, you know, not too bright but a little bit brighter. There was really a lot that you could really do with this, and so I could go and do this and this could go way left, or I can do this and it can go really well. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get started with my usual, and once again, stop running my fucking mouth. So I'm gonna start by using my Tatcha water cream. This is one of my favorite moisturizers at the moment. Figure what better way than to use the products that I love. Then while that sets, you don't want to forget this really important next step. Take a sip of wine. So good. Next, I figured it'd only be fitting but to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r primer. Wow, brain fart. I haven't used this, what is wrong with me? It's not concealer. I haven't used this primer in so long. It's weird. Like, I loved how this like primer worked. I just hated the way it felt on my skin. Like, it literally felt like lotion, feels like lotion, you know? But it gets the job done. So now I'm going to go in with the Fenty foundation. And I'm going to use the blender that came with the Fenty blender. Wow, I forgot how matte this foundation is. Holy crap. Move quickly, people. Move quick. Alright, so moving on, we're going to go ahead and get started with the concealer. The concealer is claimed to be a soft matte finish like the foundation, although the foundation, if you've never tried it, is super matte. Like, it dries as you're blending it. So it is a full matte concealer, but foundation, but it is soft. So I'm pretty sure that the concealer is probably gonna do the same. They did release 50 shades along with their foundation, since they added new foundation shades. So there is a huge range. For those of you who are worried that you might not be able to find a shade, I'm sure now you'd probably be able to get one, thankfully. So they basically say to start with your foundation shade and then work your way lighter or darker depending on what you're trying to do with concealer. So like, my Fenty shade is 420. Obviously, like I said earlier, 420 was not my concealing shade, so I looked a few shades lighter depending on my undertone and so on and so forth for highlighting, and then you can look a few shades darker for contouring. I'm sorry, play with that. Are you serious? Stop. We'll just wait until he's done. Anyway, I didn't bother getting a contour shade because I personally could prefer to contour with drier sticks rather than concealers. So I'm just going to be using shade 370. So I like a brighter under eye, so I went, I think, 4 shades lighter than what my foundation shade is. But that's 4 shades. It's not considering undertones. So because there are so many shades in Fenty, yes, I went 4 shades lighter, which you might be thinking might be like, whoa, that's drastic. But maybe 2 shades lighter was a great shade, but not the right undertone for me. And so the best way I can recommend doing that is to do what I did. And when I went to Sephora, I found a shade that I thought would work, and then I swatched it next to a concealer that I currently love, and I basically shade matched myself that way, and it managed to work wonders, hopefully. Like I said, I could put this on and this could go horribly left. So let's go ahead and pop this open. So that's the concealer, and then this is the foundation. So it's basically, obviously it's a drastic size difference. I mean, are we surprised? No. But it looks exactly the same. It's got that same like frosted bottle. So let's go ahead and let's just pop this open, and I'm gonna go ahead and just conceal in all of the normal places that I would. Oh wow. Ooh honey, that's dry. Not in a bad way. Alright, I'm gonna stop there because if this is anything like the foundation, it's gonna dry really quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use the sponge. I'm gonna turn it on its side and do that. Ooh, that is matte. I love my little concealer mustache. It's cute. She cute. It looks like the Got Milk commercials. Okay. I'll say one thing. This is drying down beautifully. Like, it's like you can't really see the texture. Oh yeah, that, honey, look, I have like the triangular imprint because it dried down so quick. But with the sponge, it's actually blending out. So it does dry down, but it's still movable. So work fast, but you don't have to work like a fucking nutcase, you know? Next, I'm gonna go ahead and do my under eye. Honey, she thick. Like, you know, normally you could just, this one's like moving through sludge. Like, what is sludge? Can someone tell me? I'm gonna just do one eye at a time because I don't trust this Imagine I'm stuck like with the okay. Before I move on, I want to say two things. This concealer is beautiful. Like, I hope that on camera it's picking up as great as it looks in person. I am having a little bit of texture issues right now with my skin, so it is picking up the texture, but I don't expect concealer to do a magician's job. So that's number one. Number two, if you have dry skin, you are probably going to hate this. And I don't know if you're gonna hate it or if you need to just go a little bit heavier with setting spray and a little bit lighter with setting powder. We will see what the powder does in a second. But for me, I have oily skin and this is beautiful. So with all that chatting, I see a little bit of creasing. Nothing to be alarmed about. It's just like within my own fine lines, but that is what I expect. So there's no real problem there. So we're gonna go ahead and use the powder. I've heard a lot of things about this powder, both good and bad. So I'm gonna try and take everything that I have heard about it. Okay, like, open yourself. The fuck? So, I kid you not, you guys, I was standing there about 6 minutes, no lie, comparing colors. Because I was like, I don't want one that's my skin color, I want one that's gonna brighten. So, I got banana, mainly because I've used banana powders before. Now, am I a little nervous? Yes. Can I fuck this up and it could go way left? So, I'm gonna hope and pray that that's not the case, and I'm gonna be really delicate about how much I apply. So it comes in this beautiful packaging. It's really mirrored, so it's probably gonna mess with you guys' eyes, but it's very like similar to all of Fenty's packaging. It's like the really cute, sleek, shapely things. Oh, that sounds annoying. Then inside is that cute little FB for Fenty Beauty. So I'm gonna just go ahead, and it's got the little sifter. This is cool. It reminds me of the Hourglass one because the Hourglass has a little H inside. And then I'm gonna just take a little bit of the powder on the flat side, blow it off a little bit, and we're just gonna, oh honey, that sets in. This is not one of those powders that you want to bake with. So just want to lightly. That smells good. What? I can't place the smell, but it smells good. Holy shit. Can you guys tell the difference? Powder, no powder? Like, Facetune, is that you? Holy shit. I'm shook. Like, y'all know I talk a lot. If I'm quiet, like, pro filter, where does she lie? This is so nice. Like, bad gallery. Thank you. So, like I said, I don't have the matchsticks, but I'm gonna contour really quick. So I'm gonna speed through this since it's not Fenty related. So now I'm gonna just pop a little bit of blush on. Again, in case you're curious, I'm using my ABH Trio from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Vegas. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not about using matchsticks for blush. Like somehow Rihanna pulls that off. I'm just not that beautiful. And then we're gonna do a little Maybelline Fenty mix here. I'm gonna take my Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold, since that's what I've got going on my eyes here. Pop that on le cheekbones. I'm taking my Trophy Wife highlighter from Fenty Beauty, and I like to just take a little bit of this because it is a really rich yellow golden highlight. And I'm going to take just a little bit, and I like to just dab it right above the Maybelline. So next, to just finish up the face and just conclude this video, because I'm shook, and like honestly, I don't want to talk about anything else now because this shit is so nice. Like, I'm gonna take my stripped down pencil from MAC and line my lips, and I'm actually gonna fill in my lips in their entirety, whatever. We're filling in the lips. Then I'm gonna just use my Fenty Gloss Bomb in the original shade, which is Fenty Glow. Alright guys, I'm so happy that I love this, because it just means that Rihanna's continuing to just develop an amazing ass brand. Like, I love that, you know what I mean? So ultimately, at the end of the day, what do I have to say about this product? Like, these are joining the fam. They are, and it is like, it's a great thing, but it sucks at the same time, because I've been using Laura Mercier since, I think before that I was using like Ben Nye banana powder, like years ago, and now this powder, like concealer, the powder just set my face so beautifully, and I really hope that it's reading on camera the way that I'm looking at it. I really do. Yeah, Fenty did it again. Definitely did it again. So if there's one thing I will say, Rihanna's style of makeup is not my style of makeup, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't create amazing products. So there are things that come out that I'm not like head over heels in love with, and that's okay. You're not gonna love everything from every brand. There's nothing wrong with that. But one thing I will say that she continuously seems to get right is complexion products. And not only because they're great on the skin and they perform well throughout the day, but because they're inclusive. She tries, or they, whoever, you know, her team all together, they try not to leave anybody out or make anybody feel less important than anyone else. If it's not clear already, clearly I love this product. I'm so happy. I'm glad with the colors that I picked out. I'm like old school round of applause, right? So yeah, I honestly don't have anything else to say other than thank you to Fenty Beauty. You guys did it again. I'll definitely be keeping this concealer and this powder in my collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're gonna go and get this concealer and the powder, or even if it's just one or the other, or you're, like I said in the beginning, you're just trying the foundation for the first time, leave a comment in the comment box below so that I can chat with you guys about it. You guys already know how I feel about it, so yeah, let me know. Also, if you didn't already at the beginning of the video, don't forget to click the subscribe button so that you guys can join our family here. And as always, I will see each and every one of you beautiful people in my very next video. Bye. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. What the fuck? The Bro, are you serious? Somebody come get this dog. He keeps disrespecting me, and I'm really tired of being disrespected. I said I was leaving disrespect in 2018. This is my Lord. Wow, I just cracked it. Ooh, I'm salty. Didn't I just say I was leaving disrespect in 2018? Why did my own hands have to play me just now?